is John Yochanan Russell. I'm from Eugene, Oregon, and I was diagnosed with myeloma, bone marrow cancer, back in 2017. Initially, when I first arrived, my expectations were kind of neutral, I was given a pretty harsh diagnosis and prognosis. They say that it's pretty quickly that somebody who has myeloma cancer, they're not gonna be around much longer. But I was fortunate to find this place. And when I arrived, I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. I was already on my way out. I was very, very emaciated. And you can tell that I was, stricken by a very, terminal disease. So again, my expectations were kind of neutral. I didn't know that I would actually be on my feet within the second day of just receiving the therapies here, which that's all it took. After 2 days of being here, I was back on my feet. You can ask everybody around, they remember that. And at that point, my expectations became very positive, and I was optimistic about what was going to take place from that point on. Yeah, the results came back, in fact, within 3 weeks. After being here 2 weeks, I went and got my scans done and everything. And the week after that, the results came, and I was declared cancer-free just after two and a half weeks of being here, receiving the treatments. And so that was amazing. That was back in early June of 2017. Yeah, so within this last, almost coming up on 6 years, which will be April of next year, that I'll be saying that I've been cancer-free for 6 years. It's been a journey, There's definitely a price to pay in healing. And I feel that having such a profound illness and being that close to transition, my body had to deal with a lot of readjustment, reconstruction basically, finding balance and more, new ways of just dealing with having the bone marrow being, stricken by that cancer. It left 40% damage within my bone marrow. So that also taxes the kidneys, has caused some issues with the liver. And so it's been a balancing act of just maintaining that, cancer-free state with some, mild, not too major health challenges within these 6 years. But it's caused me to be very, very, attentive to the different symptoms that come up and to stay on top of, my diet, my supplementation, my daily practices that I do, my internal work that I do on just maintaining, the health and the balance of the body. Health is wealth. Yeah, so when I first arrived and after I left, they said that I have the option to come back every 3 to 6 months just to do a check-in, a follow-up, check everything out. And so I've made it a point over these last 5 years, I've come every 6 months to just, get all the treatments done, I call it my boost and my tune-up. And it's a time for me to just come and get everything that I've done to get to the cancer-free status, but it's also preventative. I tell people all the time that they should do these type of things, these therapies and these methodologies, as much as they can throughout their life, whether they're sick or not, because they're so vital for the body. The body has an innate healing intelligence. And when we don't recognize and acknowledge that and give it what it needs to awaken and to fortify that intelligence, that's where sicknesses come in, illnesses come in. And so I think it's a great option. I come every 6 months, get all the treatments, check in again, do the different diagnoses that I should do to make sure that the cancer is staying away and to, again, prevent whatever may come up. But it's just a boost, and it's an amazing thing, and I love just sharing my story with the people, the new patients that arrive, seeing the entire staff, everybody. We're all friends now, the nurses and the doctors, and they're family at this point. It's beautiful to be embraced and to exchange that warmth and that love with everybody, and to be an advocate at the same time. Oh, we're pretty close now, we're pretty tight. In fact, we had a nice meeting yesterday. He told me about his new place that's further south from here. I believe it's the Wellness Center, Montevideo Wellness Center. And so we have that type of relationship now to where, he's my doctor, he's helped me out tremendously, I'm still here, and now we can take it to the next level to help more people, because that's what it's all about. So the relationship is lovely. Everybody here, the people are so lovely, so warm, so accommodating. You find more hospitality here than you do in the States, believe it or not, just with common everyday people. I run into people in the streets, everybody acknowledges each other in the restaurants and in the hotels and wherever you go. Even with the taxi drivers, the Uber drivers, you can have a good conversation, learn some Spanish while you're here, teach some English, do a nice exchange that way. And everybody again are friendly, and it's now becoming more of the medical tourism hub. So there's a lot of new places that are opening up to accommodate that. A lot of people coming down for those services, and it's safe and it's wonderful and it's beautiful. I love coming down every time. Treatments are very non-invasive, at least the ones that I've received. I love that everybody is given a protocol that's customized to their particular issue that they're dealing with. And so for me, I haven't had to have anything major done. I've had a bone marrow biopsy. I've had to have a drain bag installed way back in 2017 for the ascites and the accumulation of fluid. So minor surgery type things, but nothing that has left me, just damaged or, in a place of not trusting or not wanting to come back again. The intravenous therapies, the nurses are great with that. They're very attentive to what's taking place when you're getting these amazing nutrients pumped into the body. They're all amazing, the phlebotomists taking the blood, and it's just a great team and a great staff here, and very professional and effective in what they do. I would say definitely come as soon as you can. As you have discovered, just even with correspondences via email or through phone calls, ITC, the staff here, the customer service, the receptionists, they're all pretty responsive, and they pay attention to what you need and what your questions are. And when you come here, that's taken up even to the next level. You're treated with utmost respect. You're treated like, you're a valuable being, and you're given exactly what you're needed. So I say, don't hesitate. As soon as you can get down here to receive these treatments, the better for the body. And trust that it's a beautiful decision that you're making for yourself. I always say self-care is self-love. And so when you do something like this to help heal the body of a health crisis that you're in, it's just gonna improve the chances of leaving with, good results.